Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 24, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now it's Watson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Watson now to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, Watson. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Gotta go. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finds his tight end, Ingram. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On one, right? 12.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up here looking for 3 yards. You pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
The 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here we go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
11, 12, 12, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Watson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Watson off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
11.
Mixon will try the right side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And it's 17-7.
Makes the score 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Burrow will throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First target, first catch, and a first down. They go play action with Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run again with Hunt. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one from 48 yards away. York able to send this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
Burrow on play action.
And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
12.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
11 empty.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Here we go.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within strike.
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
11, Thomas. 11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 22 yards there, first down.
11, Thomas. 11 empty.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here we go with Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11 empty. 11 Thomas.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Out quickly to Judy.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now Watson
on the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
York now for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
11.
Here's Burrow.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. Able to find Judy.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game, because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
To throw, Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Throwing, Burrow.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's
oh, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about it.